When solving a simple proportion problem, you should do the following steps. First, rewrite the proportion as two fractions equaling each other. Second, cross-multiply the fractions. And then finally, solve for the unknown x, or whatever variable is being used. So, we have the proportion problem 2 to 3 as 4 to x. So first thing is we're going to write this as two fractions. So this first part, 2 to 3, is going to be written as 2 over 3. The double colon is going to be written as an equal to sign. And then 4 to x is going to be written as 4 over x. Now we're going to cross multiply, which just means you're going to take the bottom of the first fraction and multiply it by the top of the second fraction, and then take the bottom of the second fraction and multiply it by the top of the first fraction. So we're going to end up getting 2 times x, which is going to be 2x, equals 3 times 4, which is going to be 12. And here we're just going to solve. So we're going to divide both sides by 2 to solve for x. So the 2's cancel out, leaving us with x equaling 6. So the solution for this proportion is 6. This time we're going to deal with decimals, but we're not going to treat it any differently. So we have 0.4 to 0.8 as 0.25 to x. So again, start off with changing the first ratio as a fraction. So I'm going to have 0.04 over 0.8 equals 0.25 over x. And again, I'm going to multiply the x by the 0.4 and the 0.8 by 0.25. So I'm going to get 0.4x equals 0.25 times 0.8. And when we work this out, we're going to end up getting 0.4x equals 0.2. And then finally, solving for x, we're going to divide by 0.4 on both sides, leaving us with x equaling a half. But since we're also dealing with decimals, we can write that as 0.5. So whichever answer you prefer is the exact same thing, but since we're dealing with decimals, probably 0.5 would be the preferable method or final way to write this answer for this question.